Nothing we say is investment advice. Please pause on all 3 pages of this disclaimer and read it.
Greetings, Algo Artisans Cowboy here. It is June 23rd, 8:30 a.m. EST. We're taking a look at Bitcoin first today. Before we do that, take a look in the description. There is a free algo. It's free. It's a video that I made for you where I build a very simple algorithm. You do need to optimize it before you use it. We can teach you how to do that here at algofactory.tech. But the algo is the engine to an agentic AI trading bot. So if you want the computer to trade for you with an agentic AI bot, you're going to need an algorithm as the engine to power that bot. So check it out. We build the algo, turn it into code to show you the tools traders use to connect it to the computer so it can trade while you're not even sitting there. Good. Bitcoin does appear as if it might be ready to fall below 50,000 as per the title of the video. Very obvious, right? You can see that my algo has pinged a downward look right here. Okay. You can see that last time I did that, we had a nice move down. These algos are not perfect. No algo is, but that is my own personal algo, my most recent iteration. And it's pretty darn good, right? You got all these up moves right here, all these green arrows right there, signaling an up move, and then you have these red arrows signaling a down move. I do these shows every day, so you can always see how these occur, right? And it's pretty simple stuff, actually, when you get down to it to build these. So what's going to happen to price, right? What's Bitcoin going to do? Well, if you saw the weekly video, and if you don't know how to find that weekly video, get the free algo. It'll put you on the list to where I send you the weekly video every week as well. But if you didn't see the weekly video, you'd see that I predicted this move down. You can see it right there. Predicted it just right there, right in front of you. Gave that away for free yesterday. Of course, it's not investment advice or trading advice. I'm just showing you where I think price is going to go. And more often than not, I am very correct. So that said, is it going to bounce right here where it's at a key point right here? The price level, you have to, by the way, excuse my sinuses. I have a little bit of an allergy morning. But yeah, 62,200 is where price appears to bounce right here. It did bounce, and it appears to want to possibly bounce right there. Now, I did have that line there. I don't feel so comfortable taking a long right here because overall, I think Bitcoin is bearish. But let me take a quick look at the data here. It could very well bounce right there. I mean, technically, this could be a long to take. I wouldn't be comfortable taking that long just yet, though. But what we might actually see here is kind of like a sort of a sideways move and then up into what I predicted. So kind of grinding here and then a move up, right? And then our move that we predicted. That could happen, right? So I don't want to totally say it's going to break below because, of course, we don't know the future. We just kind of do our best to predict it. That's a reasonable thing to see at this point now that price has moved since I predicted last night, right? We could see that move. Just the same, I wouldn't take the long just yet. I'm not ready to do that. My algos cannot allow me to do that at this time. My rules don't allow me to do that. And the NASDAQ is a little bit bearish right now. So it's going to sort of push price down on a lot of things. So that's right now the look for Bitcoin. Is a decent probability we see a sideways grind and then up. But after that, I would definitely look for a short. And that's right here, probably going to happen at 65,716. And of course, there's always that chance that we see the breakdown and price goes to the bottom of this orange liquidity level. And that's what this orange level is. It's a lot of liquidity. Price is going to want to be in this level. And if it does break below that level, which the bottom of it is about 60,000, and it might bounce at 59, but if it does break below, we're starting to see price wanting to leave this area that it's been in for a while, and that liquidity was established months ago, way back here, right? So if we go back far enough, we see why that orange area is what it is. Okay, so that's what we're looking at with Bitcoin, and it seems that the key level right now in the lower time frame is where we are right now. This 62,000 area is kind of a local key level, and we'll see how it behaves. NASDAQ itself been pretty bearish overall. And, this is why I didn't take that long right there, even though I talked about considering it. And it did make its way all the way down. I didn't really think that it would, but I did have an idea that it might make its way down here. And I don't see a reason to take this long right now. The long that I talked about yesterday doesn't appear like it would be a good move. And of course, I don't just take longs at levels. I have a lot of data that tells me whether or not I want to take a trade. And now this did happen overnight, but I could tell you looking at it that I would not have taken that most likely. I'm looking at the data right now, and I did not see a signal to go long at this level. Now, it probably will. Gosh, it's hard to kind of tell what it's going to do right now. It's a little bit of noise and not a lot of signal. But what we might see now that I'm kind of looking at this with some new data that came in, we might see this actually make its way down here and have a nice long. We'll have to see how it behaves. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. But this is another possibility right now where the long might be down here at about 28,005, which is the low from the panic out over the last several days, last couple of weeks. Give me just one moment, please. Excuse me. Apologies, my allergies just seem to really kick in as soon as I hit play on the video here. But yeah, we might see that. We might see a nice long down in this area. I'm going to let this go until it does. But yeah, might be the way to go. Might grab some shorts on the way down if, in fact, the algos do call for that. But this might be the place to look for a long. And frankly, it might be the place to get some shorts on the way down, algos permitting, right? So this would be a breakout to the downside. So it's reasonable to consider shorts on the way down, at least for scalping. But this is effectively a double top, right? So we can see this move down, and then I think it might catch down here at 28,000. I don't believe SpaceX is added to the NASDAQ just yet, so it might be kind of waiting for that. And by the way, SpaceX is not looking that great either. I warned everybody that this is a very new asset, and that there is a good chance a lot of people who are buying on the open would get rinsed, and it does appear that that's happening. So people who bought way up here at, what is the high, about 225, people bought way up here at 225 are right now at a significant loss. What is that? 225 to 150. That's like I don't know what that is, like 35, 40% loss. Let's see. 31%. So people who bought at the top are down 31%. Now, it doesn't mean that this isn't going to bounce here or any of that, but these IPOs tend to have a bit of a washout. Okay, and then not all of them, some of them really go, and this thing could turn around, it could go to infinity. I'm not saying it's going to completely tank, but these high profile IPOs, when they've changed the rules to allow so many people to get in, it was kind of a clue to me, at least, that there was a good chance that we would see the big money use the retail as a sort of exit liquidity. So the big money could get in at their IPO price, whatever that was, and then all the people would get excited and buy in at the open. And then the smart money who got in first would go ahead and sell on the way up here to basically get their cost basis locked in right here. What cost basis means, let's just say that they got in, I'll make up a number at $75 or whatever the IPO is, whatever the amount is. We can even ask what that was. Let me ask AI. What price did the earliest IPO investors buy SpaceX at? So let's see if it tells us per share what the smart money bought it at. So they officially at 135. Okay, so there's the $20 share era in 2012. Okay, this is kind of going, back to people who bought it way back when. 2024 tender offers. SpaceX adjusted its share pool to reflect the final 135 debut price. Okay, so people who bought way early got thousands and thousands of percentage points gains. These are people who bought before it was even a public company. But basically 135 was the sort of entry price for anybody getting in at the IPO. So anybody who bought in, even at the official IPO, are sitting way here. But you got people who bought it for like $20, who bought it, 10, 20 years ago. And of course, all those people are gazillionaires at this point. They've made so much money on the company, and there's been changes in the valuation and such. So, dilutions and all kinds of stuff. But as the IPO goes, 135 is where a lot of people bought. And so you're going to have everybody right now who bought at 135 probably selling off, taking their profit. And, in that case, just they're going to be at break even at 135, right? So a lot of people may stop selling at 135. Maybe some people will panic and sell below that. That all remains to be seen. We have no idea what's going to happen. So, but that's it. Then we're going to move on. We're going to take a look at some forex pairs. We're going to take a look at gold and silver in the private live lab. And if you want to be a part of Algo Factory, look, we give away thousands of dollars worth of market data every single week. We only charge $100 a month. It is a pittance. Our competition charges $300 a month, $400, sometimes $500 a month, and we give away more than they give. Trust me. What we're giving away at $100 a month is a pittance, which is why we're going to hike the price to $200 a month. Now, those who are in at $100 a month get to continue to pay $100 a month, and because that's just what we've done. Just like the people who got in early, who are still paying $50 a month, continue to pay $50 a month. But even at $500 a month, we were giving away way more data than that's worth, right? But we're only going to raise it to 200, right? But if you want to get in at 100, there's another benefit. It's unlimited one-on-one coaching. Now, there are some rules to that. You have to be progressing. You have to be actually taking the coaching. I'm not just going to hold hour-long meetings with people, all day long, who just want to talk. Like, we want to see you making progress. And also, I have another requirement on there that's very simple. Either way, though, we do effectively have unlimited one-on-one coaching. And those of you who get in at the $100 level will continue to have that ad infinitum. You'll have that as long as you stay an Algo Factory member and keep up to date on your payments. And that's rare. My coaching one-on-one for clients is $200 an hour once they're private coaching. First of all, let's back up. You get 2 included one-on-one private coaching, right? And that's $200 an hour once those are done. However, we have this loophole where you can get an infinite one-on-one coaching. And basically, I take out all of your personal data. We put those coachings up on YouTube, right? So no one knows it's you or anything, but it goes up on YouTube. That's where it becomes like you can get as many of those as you want. For non-clients, it's $400 an hour, right? So we're just giving everything away. It is really cheap if you join Algo Factory now. So please do that. Links in the description for the free algo. That'll put you on our list to give you the weekly updates on Monday. We hope to see you soon over at Algo Factory. And we're just making profit over here. This is what we do. The kind of things that I talk about in the private room have been very profitable for me. And while we don't give investment advice, it is great for people who do research and make their own trades. Thanks for watching.
Join us or die.